Day 18, everything's going well with it. Nothing too new to report. I showered last night, got my hair wet, uh, and it was nice. Slept with a little bit of wet hair. My dreads are still intact. My three, I made five. I can't find the other two. I didn't really look too hard. I don't like touching my hair and getting it even more greasier than it already is. And yeah, it's going good. I don't know what else there is about it. Uh, 2020, I'm trying to not cut it, but obviously I'm going to cut it. And because I did the math, if because I was in the Air Force, and if I let it grow the last 2 months for a total of like 210 days from when I cut it, so my hair growth, I should have 470 days, but I cut it at like 210 days, and I've been growing it for like this is day 240 or whatever. So I should have like 450 days of growth, and instead I'm only left with 210, which is sad because the 210 days, my top, at least I shampooed it a little bit more than what I fucking currently do. So it was more, uh, it looked better, it looked fuller. So I would say the top was fuller, and then the sides were shorter, and the back was a lot shorter. But you know, that's life. Learn from your mistakes. I just wanted to cut it because my hair was dyed somewhat with sun in, and it looked orangey and red, and I would walk around and sweat, and it would be just disgusting, and I couldn't do anything. It looked a lot worse than this, mainly because the sides probably and the back wasn't as long, so I just had this mop on the top, and the sides were fine, and this wasn't there, so it just looked probably disgusting. And I'm gonna do a story time, but yeah, day 18 is going good, and basically, so it's me, two coworkers. One's maybe in her 60s, the other's probably in her 40s. And this is something I've noticed about myself. I don't like confrontation and all that. Like, if you tell me to do something, I'll try to see how it goes out and just I'll go with it. Because with older people, I tend to think, okay, they've been here a year and a half, they've been here X amount of years, they know what's happening, and that's not always the case. It's so yeah. So I'm there, I'm just chilling, talking to the admin assistant or whatever, and she gets something, and she's like, uh, basically, my off day is Sunday. I'm off on my birthday, May 17th, and on May 3rd or whatever. We work 14 days, or we work 13 out of 14 days. And then the other person, she comes in and she's like, hey, you should have Friday off. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, dude, I have my birthday, like all this stuff, right? And so we talk amongst ourselves, and I'm like, I can only work 13 days internally. I can only work 13 days. B, like, I'm off on my birthday. All these things that I didn't vocalize because I'm bad with eye contact. So I just kind of like thinking in my head. I'm like you guys can talk. And basically, I'm gonna head it up to Big Boss and fucking get slaughtered for this. Be the little lamb that I am, and bring it up to Boss because we're just kind of grunts and we got to bring it up to Boss. Oh, I'll email so and so, which so and so doesn't have anything to do with it, us because they're not on site. It's the site person. So I go to Big Boss. First mistake, I don't. I do a long run on sentence. Hey, blah, 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 and then I bring the schedule. Hey, this off day, nobody's gonna be covering this position. She basically goes, we put you on off on Sundays because we're not busy then, and uh, then I go to the different guy who's there temporarily, but he's been with the college for like a year and a half, but he lives in Germany, and he's like, da 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 da. Oh, we can't work 14 days because I was like, yeah, if I. It was just a whole. There's a bunch of conflicting things, and I should have just stuck up for myself and said, but I mean, I didn't care because like I can be the sacrificial lamb and bring it to their attention so they can see. And that's what my thought was. I was just like, because they were just talking to two people. I was like, dude, like, there's a whole, and the other person, she didn't know. So I was like, okay, let me just kind of set the fireworks. And that's my story. So day 18, sorry, story time. But yeah, don't be a sacrificial lamb and don't trust people. Think for yourself. Learn from your mistakes.